don't say anything stupid.
Right. It's great. Now, what would we classify as stupid exactly? Right, I got you. I know what you're talking about. Just give me a heart.
David and Ryan, you ordered already? David and Ryan?
Watch out for your coffee.
She's older than me. She knows me my one sister's age, but when we lived in the country, they were neighbors.
Practically identical here. And I'm on the wrong side.
The show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
So then we debated what she would do. So we had when she was going out of the hospital, which was a couple weeks ago, the friend came to us and she was well, last night after we called,
Hey, this is Hey Whatever Radio, Rock and Roll Ricey rocking at you. We are live here not only on Hey Whatever Radio, but also on HeyWhatEverTV. That's right, we got a blog TV and a blog talk radio show going on at the same time. This is Founders Report, rocking at you here on a awesome Monday. And now we got the radio off. Hey, we're glad to have you here with us today. I have a special guest with me, and I mean an extremely special guest, someone that was right there with me along with the co-founder who is not with me today. He's out taking a cruise to go get himself a Mercedes-Benz that he's picking up out in what state did he go to? Idaho. That's right. He had to go to Idaho. Found himself a really nice Mercedes, so he went out to get that. So I'm here doing the show myself this week, but not by myself because I got kind of a co-founder sitting next to me here. That's right. If you kind of recognize him, there's kind of a little resemblance going on here that you might notice for all those TV viewers. And for those of you out there on Hey Whatever Radio, I have none other than my very own son, Nehemiah Reiss, here by my side. And real excited to have you here today. Really looking forward to, we're going to just kind of talk in the phone like this because we got the radio going on through the phone. All right. But really excited to have you here on the show. The Founders Report is to basically give an update on the progress of Hey Whatever. Obviously, you know, you were very little when we started Hey Whatever. How old would have you been in the year 2000?
Say 7.
About 7 years old, yeah. But even at that time, he was actually starting to make graphics on computers. He was starting to work with sound files, audio files, some video I think we even dabbled with at that time. So, you know, things have come a long way. You're a lot bigger now than you were at 7. And Hey Whatever's a lot bigger than it was then. And what's really awesome is Nehemiah came in just this past week and joined Hey Whatever Social. And came in. And by the way, that website can be found at www.heywhateversocial.info. That's heywhateversocial.info. And on the World Wide Web, you can reach us 24/7. Also at our toll-free number 1-877-HEY-WHAT for any questions. We'll make sure that an HW consultant gets a hold of you if you leave a voicemail. Typically, the phone does answer every time, 877, hey, what happens? But the cool part is that we got this social network out there. You've been watching kind of from a distance because for some personal things that we won't get into here today, we haven't spent a lot of time together over the last few years. But we're here together today, and we've been communicating this week. You came into that social network, and what was your impression that you got as you joined Hey Whatever Social?
Well, it was really easy to use, and it reminded me a lot of Facebook and MySpace. and I thought it was a lot easier than a lot of the social networks that are out there today. There's some things that need to be tweaked, graphics, templates, stuff like that, but otherwise it was overall a great site.
Yeah, and we know that we haven't arrived, and we know we're a work in progress, and we've been humble about that to our listeners' audience week after week, explaining the progress. Of course, anybody that knows the story of Hey Whatever, which of course is going to be a major motion picture that will come out of and possibly be a second movie that will be part of the book that I'm writing called Seasons of the Overcomer. The definite drama that has gone on in my life, and he's been a part of that drama, is going to be a major motion picture. Of course, he wanted to play me in the movie, and I didn't think it was possible, but look at him. I mean, I think he probably could play me as the chronic drug addict, but then again, if he plays me, then who's going to play him?
Right.
So how cool is that? It's going to be awesome. So we're really looking forward to that as a future project. Going to be intense. Going to be emotional, I'm sure, for both of us to put that together.
Extremely.
But I think it's a story that needs to be told, because I think it's a story of dream, struggle, and victory. And in life, you know, we have a dream, we go after it, and sometimes to get to that dream, there's a struggle along the way.
Right.
But if you hang in there and you stay focused, and this has been our ongoing positive message that we give to you as our listeners' audience, that if you stay focused on the prize and you have your faith in action, you can't just have faith and keep talking about your faith. You got to put it into action.
Exactly.
God's going to get you through, and He's going to bring a day when reconciliation happens for your life. Reconciliation with friends, reconciliation with family, reconciliation with business partners, reconciliation with God Himself, you know, and being able to say, hey, God, I'm sorry, I've been a jerk, you know, please forgive me. And knowing that God can understand, and He's big enough to dig out on what's going on with that kind of stuff. So, you know, Hey Whatever has not been a perfect road. Hey Whatever has not been a perfect company, but Hey Whatever is a survivor. You know, the average business in this country goes out of business, and a lot of people don't like to talk about the realities of life. But if you go to your local strip malls and different places, and you look at the businesses that are still in there, you go to your local malls and you look at the businesses that are still in there, and there's a turnover. There's a constant turnover. You know, CompUSA isn't owned by CompUSA anymore. They were bought out by Tiger Direct, you know. So, I mean, a lot of changes are always going on in the business world. You know, GMC, General Motors Corporation, the at one time largest automobile and strongest automobile dealer in the world, is now owned by our government. I mean, go figure, you know. The most awesome country in the world, the United States of America, is pretty much almost owned right now by the Chinese. A lot of us,
country as well. Statistics.
You know, a lot of people don't want to admit these kinds of things, but the realities of life is the fact that, and we've talked about this on our shows before, most people just don't think. Mm-hmm. So what we do in our show, and I know we mainly focus on that subject line in Think About It, or we call it Tink About It, in that show, because most people just don't think. But we do a lot of that in the Founders Show from a business perspective, because people don't realize that about 70%, and it goes up and down year after year a little bit, but 70% of small businesses are dead within a matter of 2 years. Another 20-some% die within the next 3 years. So every 5 years, 9 out of 10 businesses are out of business. Hey Whatever's a survivor. As I said, yeah, we've reorganized a few times. We've got some different management teams that have come into place. We've dealt with some bad partners. You know, there's some bad partners that think I'm a bad partner. Well, you know what? I'm the guy that makes it happen. I'm the guy that keeps getting in their face month after month after month. And Hey Whatever keeps going because it was a dream God gave me, and it was a dream that you witnessed and you've seen us get off the ground. Now you've gone to some other cyber properties, Maya, and in your experience with some of our other things, you said the store you thought was pretty cool, but it was a little challenged in the navigation.
Yeah, I liked a lot of it. I liked the products that were on there, and it wasn't too easy to manipulate through, but to my understanding, it is being rearranged, so
absolutely,
it's definitely a work in progress.
Yeah.
And I like the positive message the site gives as well.
Well, and that's really what we're all about. The core of this radio show, as well as any of our radio shows, the core of this television broadcast on